Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. They lost the season series last year, winning 1 and losing 2.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they dropped the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
Yeah, sometimes matchups do, but I don't think they're interested in looking at that. They want to come back strong and show they're the better team this time around.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Curry is out there with Cooper. Then there's Towns. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Pippen in the small forward position. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Here's Curry from past the arc. And the Jazz, another 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
There's the dish to Dumars. Stolen away. Ahead. Curry, good.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Outside Curry. And Utah again with the bucket.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
And it's Utah's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to Cooper. Back to Curry. Jazz passing it around. Right side, no good.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's O'Neal. George with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Curry. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Johnson kicks to George. The feed to O'Neal. Nifty move. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Jazz leading by 4. Curry against Dumars. Pippen for 3. Utah the rebound. Second shot opportunity. And it's good off the back rim and in. Pippen's got 5 now.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Pass to Pippen. Dishes it to Whiteside. 5 to shoot. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Dumars. All alone.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 9 points.
San Antonio with the timeout.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Clarkson kicks to Turner. Now the pass to Porzingis. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Well, as Gravy is talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Iguodala kicks it over to Schroeder. Curry can't get it to go.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Jazz lead by 9. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
We've got Tayshaun Prince. Porzingis is out there with Turner. Then there's Kobe. And it's Clarkson in the point guard position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. They set the pick. Left side, Turner. He dishes it to Prince. Drills the baseline jumper. Prince has got his first basket of the night. Utah leading by 9. Now Schroeder. He feeds it to Carroll. He kicks to Schroeder. Now here's Carroll. Defense is right there. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Spurs shooting well, 50% from the floor. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find some, you're right. Kobe passes to Porzingis. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night. Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Prince. Schroeder kicks to Patterson. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Schroeder's got 5.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Shoots the 3. Rebound San Antonio.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Utah Jazz saw one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. A big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And, you know, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home. And I thought they progressively got better as the season wore on.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Shaq's checked in for Turner. Paul George comes in for Porzingis. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. Curry dishes to Towns. Back to Curry. Stolen by O'Neal. On the wing, Bryant. Launches a 3. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
And for the Jazz on the road, they look to be a team built around defense now moving forward. That should bode well for their prospects as a tough matchup as a visitor.
Took him no time at all on that one. Russell's got his first points of the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And he gets it to go.
As you said with the Jazz, I mean, defense travels very well in the NBA. Teams that find ways to grind out road wins do it with really solid defense. Jazz fans have a lot to look forward to with this group.
Prince outside. No good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's Curry. Excellent D there from George.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Utah leading by 5. And Curry has it in the corner. Down low. Whiteside, the pass to Cooper. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. Pass to Cooper. Outside Curry. Towns kicks to Curry. Pass to Cooper. Back to Curry. Here's Cooper. He's guarded by Russell. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Curry with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 12. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. But I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And for Steph Curry, the light doesn't get any greener. I mean, the only limit is his conscience. I think he does a great job of scoring, but also looking to keep his teammates engaged.
A different look now for San Antonio. Johnson, he's checked in for Prince. Dumars comes in for Kobe. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Clarkson hits the shot.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Curry dishes to Whiteside. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Cooper kicks to Whiteside. Cooper the pass to Whiteside. And he banks in the layup. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And, you know, when you think back when Curry came into the league, the question was, is he just a scorer, or can he play point guard? Well, I think he's more than answered those concerns, and he's gotten a lot better with his decision-making as he's now starting to limit his turnover.
The three. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
And George, here we go.
Yeah, a good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
The Spurs have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
It's Curry outside. And that's not going to go. And we finished one half of basketball.
Here we go, San Antonio.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 15 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And after good for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Pippen is out there with Towns. Then there's Cooper. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Whiteside in the center, locking down the middle. Curry attacking. Pippen for 3. It's Pippen on the wing. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Curry against Dumars. Outside Pippen. Feeds to Curry. Here's Towns. No good. Shaq with some nice D. Well, what a second half of the season it was for the Jazz. After the All-Star break, they went on a rampage.
And the catalyst for that was the defense. I mean, very few opponents got to triple digits against the Jazz after the All-Star break.
And stolen by Russell. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Porzingis comes in for Shaq, and it's Bryant in for Joe Dumars. Pass to Porzingis. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
And for the Jazz and their defense post-All-Star break, it helped them in their big second-half run. How about a 422 field goal percentage against after the break?
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And, you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the Jazz. It was the third best in the league after the All-Star break. That's field goal percentage defense. They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
Pippen dishes to Curry. Kicks to Towns. Back to Curry. And the shot no good, a bit short. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. And it's Johnson penetrating.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. So he was the head of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Clarkson. On the wing, it's Iguodala. The Jazz again can't hit it. Spurs trail by 5. And here we go. And that one's good by Kobe. Kobe's got 6 points. Last game for the Spurs, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Atlanta Hawks. And Curry has it in the corner. Kobe with the steal. George fires. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Kobe's got 3 assists tonight.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Outside Curry. Iguodala outside. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The Spurs making a switch here. Dumars is checked in. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Utah.
So they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
O'Neal's checked in for the Spurs. Last game for the Spurs, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
O'Neal. The layup missed.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Curry, here we go. Got a hand on it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's good, and the Jazz lose. Cut down to 1 on the bucket from Joe Dumars.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Got it off in time. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Jazz lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Porzingis is out there with Paul George. Then it's Russell. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Dumars in the shooting guard position. Hooter passes to Pop. Turner with the steal. Here's Kobe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Utah calls timeout. Well, the Spurs, Greg, great at home last year. That's not surprising to anyone who's paid attention. We expect that they're just so tough at home year in and year out.
And Kevin, how about going 33-8 at home last season? And despite being a 6th seed, only the Hawks and Warriors, the 2 best records in the league, won more games at home. Hard to imagine you could be a 6th seed with that kind of success.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Thanks, Doris.
For the Spurs, it was all about being at home. That was a big part of how they went on a run. They won 20 of the last 22 games at home in that stretch, which vaulted them from the bottom of the playoff picture in the West to as high as the 2 seed.
On its way from Curry for 2. Bank shot, no good. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. The dish to Prince. Back to Bryant. Clarkson with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Pippen. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You might not have expected him to go for the steal there. But boy, oh boy, did it ever work out for him.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, at this stage of a tight game, all too often teams play not to lose, and they wouldn't be in the lead right now if he hadn't taken a chance there.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And the Spurs at home are so great because they just don't miss. I mean, second in field goal percentage at home shooting 49%. Also second in three-point percentage made at home with over 39%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. O'Neal's checked in for Turner. Johnson comes in for Porzingis. George is checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Dumars in for Clarkson. Curry against Bryant. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Another bucket. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that. A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
And finally they hit one. Kobe's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. On its way from Curry for 2. Outside for Pippen. To the left side wing. Now here's Curry. And there's the pass to Cooper. Another shot. And it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 22. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop, break all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
And Bryant kicks to George. Shot, high post. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Curry outside. That's good. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from the line. Nice job cleaning some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Outside, Kobe. Here's Johnson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Russell, he's checked in for Kobe. Curry passes to Cooper. There's the pick. The feed to Whiteside. 6 to shoot. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Here's Towns. That misses off the backboard.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
O'Neal.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you.